much do we have?
4,000 bushels, my lady.
What does that mean?
For the current occupants of the castle, it's enough food for a year, perhaps more.
What's the longest winter in the past 100 years?
I'm not entirely certain. I'll check Maester Lewin's records. He kept a copy of every Raven scroll.
You're telling me we don't have enough food, especially not if the armies of the north come back to defend Winterfell.
No, my lady, most likely.
Hello guys and welcome back to another one. So today I got a bit of a different video. Well, again, it's a commander spotlight. But today we're not going to look into a fighting commander. We're going to take a look in a commander that many people pass by and don't really pay attention. But I'm here to show you the difference from having Soren to 4 stars and not having Soren 4 stars. I think he's one of the best commanders to have in your castle, because in the long run he's going to provide you with a lot of resources, the reduction in the cost of your speed ups for your research speeds, and of course the additional increase in gold production. It's always nice, especially if you manage your inventory correct and you never hit your limit. So first of all, Soren is going to be a bowman commander that is completely free to play, and you can get his tokens from the Weirwood shop. It's really cheap to get him now with the different Weirwood memories, no, the Weirwood tree, to different events. The Weirwood tree, it's very easy now in order to get free to play commanders and get them to gold quality. So what Soren brings to the table, so as I said, he's not a fighting commander, but he's going to help you in every other aspect of the game. So first of all, he's going to increase your research speed by 25%, your fortification construction speed by 50%, and your gold production by 50%. All in all, really good stats, especially if you get them early. Research speed by 25%, especially if your castle is really low on resources. Getting that bonus after a while, it's going to save you a lot of speed ups, and it's going to help you progress faster. Getting the gold production. Gold is a resource that you will always need, and it's really helpful to have in your castle. And getting the increase in production by 50% is always a welcome gift. So other than that, Soren doesn't really excel on anything else. He's at least mediocre on Weirwood Tree and Weirwood Memories. He can be used, especially if you don't have many commanders. But for example, in Rebuilder formations, I have never seen him. And in training grounds, some people use him. He's a bit of a damage dealer if you play it correctly. But other than that, he doesn't bring much to the table. But let's check his stats there as well. His active ability, Cold Arrow, it's going to deal 3 times 7,000 damage, and there's going to be a chance of 50% of stunning the enemy. He's going to have a 15% chance of dealing 3,500 damage and reducing the heal effect by 2.2 thousand versus 2 targets. Every 3 attacks, he reduces the target's defense by 1000 for 5 seconds, and last but not least, he adds 1000 attack to your commander formation. So all in all, he is a big damage dealer if you play it correctly, but obviously there are better options in the bowman commander in that aspect. Where this commander is going to get additional value for your castle is when you're going to do his awakening. So as in every commander, his awakening is really important. He's going to take epic tokens, which is good since they're cheap to get, and obviously many people going to have an abundance of elite tokens after a while. So the second star, since the first star is always the same, it's not going to add almost anything, only 5 commander level. The second star is going to increase the friendship stars by 1, which is something that we're going to talk about after the awakening, but spoiler alert, it's not that great. His third star is going to increase his base stats by 1.6 times or 60%, and it's going to bring the total of research speed up to 40%, the fortification construction up to 80, and the gold production increase up to 80% as well. Last but not least, this is where the commander gets the biggest upgrade of all. It's the 4 star and the bountiful harvest, where every time you send Soren out with the gathering formation, he's going to bring you back 100% extra resources. If you combine that, of course, with some dragon skills, that is going to increase your resource back. This is going to be a huge number. Personally, I think my second account brings about 5.5 million gold per one level 5 node, which is actually really huge, especially if you coordinate your gatherers and you can send 3 per day. This is like another 15 million gold per day compared to just 3 million if you didn't have the Soren 4 stars. So I think that about covers everything for Soren. Let's head to the tavern and talk about his stats there as well. So in the tavern, Soren's not going to be that great of a commander. He's going to require meat in order to get the best possible rewards from the gifts that we're spending. But his overall quality of 5 with 3 stars on aptitude and 2 on command, it's nothing special, it's nothing combat rate or leadership related. But as the name of the game for Soren is bonus stuff for free every day, getting the free speed ups from aptitude and the free troops from command is going to be nice additional stuff after a while. After doing the second star, obviously on his awakening, his overall quality is gonna go up to 7 with 4 stars on aptitude and 2 stars on command. I think that's cover everything in the tavern. And last but not least, let's cover his weapon that was recently reintroduced in the Battle of the Narrow Sea, and see how the 4-star ability of Soren gets even better with his weapon. So Soren's weapon, Heartseeker, is a Battle of the Narrow Sea exclusive weapon, only given to the first position of the ranking, but also you're going to have your chance to get his weapon from the boxes from the rest of the rankings going down to top 100 players of Kingdom. The weapon is going to give you 25% bonus on the resource gathering speed and 6.25 research speed as well. Both passive stats that are going to be useful in the long run, and of course the special effects is going to increase the amount of extra resources from gathering from the bountiful harvest from 100% base value going up to 125% on the first star, and of course going for higher tier of stars is going to give you more and more. 150% for the first star, 175 for second, 200% for the third star, and last but not least is going to give you 300% extra resources from gathering on the 4 star. The 4 star is something that not many people are going to obtain anytime soon, but if you think about it, let's say that you have the just like the first star, it's going to give you 150% extra resources, and if you add that to like 1.8, which is right now the level 5 gold mint, this is going to give you 5.5 about 5.5 million gold without even adding the dragon skills there. So, as I said, Soren is going to be a commander that is really useful to have. He's not going to play any particular role in your fighting, But if you think that Soren's not going to be like the end-all be-all for the fighting, because he's not going to be useful in fighting, he's only going to bring you value every day from using him. Going for gathers, having his passive stats from the research speed and the gold production, it's something that will add value on your account each day without really think about Soren or using Soren. You're not going to fight every day, most likely, and obviously if you're a player that only fights during UC, AC, so maybe KVK, GB or something like that, having Soren daily to help you with the research management is really important in my opinion. So take a look in Soren. I would suggest you to get him 4 stars. The sooner the better, since the sooner you have him, the biggest increase in resources you're going to have in your castle. So that's about everything on Soren. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.